Hey there, this is Coach Twig. We're going to look at a recording that was sent to me today. There's a few things that this player can certainly improve on that you're going to see, and when I point them out, hopefully this player will see it and be able to improve their game. Um, lots of habitual things that he keeps on doing that he just needs to work and practice on, and that will certainly get him to the next level. So we'll get right into it here. Now, first thing that you might notice is that he's not getting any of these pennies right here, right? And he just kind of sauntered his way back to the corner boost that's here. So what you don't want to do is, you know, just meander around. You want to make sure that you're trying to get these pennies, and you want to actually modify the path that you're taking a little bit where you are in the field to actually pick up those pennies. And you're going to see a few examples from him here where he can actually have a lot more boost with that. Um, right. So he's here, and I don't really like this. He's just kind of meandering back, driving back here. You either need to flip back quickly, or you need to put pressure on the ball, or you need to go wide for a pass. It's one or the other. He just kind of sitting around. There's a lot of open space here. You know, you're coming back again. You're missing pennies. You're at 67. But what you should be doing is you should be positioned more here in this kind of area here. Being really far back here gives this guy a lot of options and a lot of time to set something up with his teammate or try to do something fancy. So you want to, here, let's see if I can't go back um, a little bit here, right? So here we are. Your teammate's going to go for it and kind of get, we got a little bit of a hit on it, but then it goes over his head. So now what you're thinking is you want to turn up here real quick, and you want to protect this area right in here, right? This is where you're, more so also over here, getting used to the pen, sorry. Um, but you wanna stay close. If you when you come back like this, you're giving them all of this space in here, which is not really that good. Um, Yet again, grabbing the pennies, that will put you up at 90 boost, which is a lot better than 76, right? So he just that kind of does a lackadaisical shot, and you're unfortunately not able to convert that. And you need to not be boosting here. You need to be flipping, flip, flip, flip. Watch this. You can get up to you can go supersonic with just flipping, right? So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are 4 boost pads that you picked up, but you currently only have 23. So, although you're going to get corner boost here and you're not really going to get punished for it, but if they actually set up a play and going to actually set something up, you could then get the boost that's right here, right in front of goal, and be sitting around 60 boost. And at that point, you can save anything that they shoot at you. But you're here, if they actually did something quick, you'd have like 23 and like not really be able to, catch everything, and then you'd be like, well, I didn't have boost. It's like, well, you kind of wasted it all. So unfortunately here, now that he didn't really turn around and he meandered around to the boost, you have his teammate way over here in the corner, and you are just a mile away from this play. So you need to be positioned up more. And again, going back to the goal for some reason, you gotta stay here. You gotta keep the midfield pressure and actually maintain pressure. Like, and this would have been a great ball to challenge, but you're a mile away, so they're going to still maintain possession. He puts off a kind of bad shot, you know. Good job taking your time. I am not the biggest fan of this play. You could have easily gotten scored on, right? If we go back here, we're going to see really kind of, you know, you're here, right? Oh, goodness. You're here, and you see with, you see these guys, where you see both of them to your right. So when you see 1, 2 to your right, you have all of this field to work with over here, right? So what I would do is I would personally, you know, full boost into the ball. You can get it over to this, you know, this side wall over here. You can try to go for, you know, some sort of play in there, a pinch. You also have your teammate here. Your teammate, if they turned over quickly, could also pinch it into you, you know, doing that. You don't need to always be on this side of the ball between you and your net. You don't always have to do that all the time. You can get other options with going this direction. But, you know, you position yourself in front of the ball. The guy was there. He's going to have a lot more option to, you know, a lot easier way to stop you when you try to turn it around. But that's okay. This is one of those, you kind of see everyone whiffing the ball, and, you know, that kind of sucks. But, you know, you let your teammate figure out what the heck he's doing there. Pop it up a little bit. Good shot attempt. Very good. Now this one is a bit of a dangerous one. You see your teammate still kind of going for it here, right? This is, for all intents and purposes, your teammate's ball, since they can easily, you know, get up to it and hit it, and then you also have this guy back. So I wouldn't really be going for this ball. I'd be doing one of two things. You're either chilling here if you're thinking that this guy's going to get it, or you are going to be going out to the right, so then your teammate can then pass it to you. Or you are sitting behind. You don't really want to sit behind, I guess, if the ball goes either which way. But you definitely don't want to commit to this because your teammate is in prime position to follow this one up. But you get a good hit on it, good challenge. I like this little cut in. Your teammate was kind of floundering a little bit with it, you know. And this is the painful one. This is the pennies, right? So let's count all the pennies that you miss, right? So there's one right here, possibly two, but you know, you'd be back more. There's another penny that's right back here, so that's two. There's our two. That's three. And you could have even pathed out to grab number 2 there, come out to 3 right here, and then come back for 4, right? So if you had 4 more boost, adding to your 17, you would be, you know, perfectly fine. You'd be, you know, sitting at 50, 60 boost, which, you know, again, you can save everything. But now you're sitting in goal with 17 boost, and that's kind of concerning because, you know, 17 boost, you can't really, you know, you can't go up for this ball right here. You can't do that with 17 boost. I could hit that ball any day with 50 boost. Anyone, you know, at this rank really could be able to fly up there no problem with 50 boost. But with 17, that ball is not savable. And if this guy that is sitting right here open for the pass actually jumped up aggressively for it, that would have been a goal for them. Now he misses the ball, and now you're sitting at 0 boost. And this is really unfortunate. And you're going to turn away from the play and get side boost. Very, very trusting of your teammate to actually get it. and it's okay. I like taking your time. Nice job getting it over, right? That was a very good play. Unfortunately, it's a little wide, but this is what kills me right here. Why are you turning off of this ball? It rolled up the side. I know you have 0 boost. I know it's scary, but I need you to go into this and give your teammate the pass, because I know your teammate is flying down the field, right, to help you out, right? If you just went and gave this ball just a little tappy poo on the side and hit it in, so then your teammate can then hit it, that's a goal and you're up 1-0. But you, for whatever reason, decide to turn away and get corner boosts. That's okay. All right, and I like how they just give you a tremendous amount of space, and you actually put in a very nice shot here. Absolutely bang it over him. Good job, good shot. I like that you recognize that you had the space, even though they gave you a lot. That was a good shot. Right, nice little save here. Excuse me, it's not really that great. So what I always do is, so you're waiting for this pass, you're waiting, or this shot, excuse me, and you see it's like, okay, I'm gonna clearly have the shot. You're looking at this guy. This guy's a mile away. There's no way that he's getting this ball. So what you can do is, since this guy is flying over here and he's going to take so much time, you and your teammate are now in a 2v1. And this is where you can score very consistently in twos if you recognize these situations and actually, focus on converting on them. So what happens is you kind of front flip. You don't actually go into, either banging the ball over to the right or trying to, bang it downfield, or you could go into you could just cradle it and start dribbling it downfield, or you saw your teammate over to your left, you could have, lightly tapped it left for him. But unfortunately, you do kind of the weakest option, which is just lightly smack it over to where the enemy is sitting. So you're going to see he's going to be able to, knock it back into the corner, or, really kind of do whatever he wants with it. But you still manage to get a pretty good pass out of it, which is surprising that they allowed you to do that. But unfortunately here, let's break this one down. So you're coming back to net. Yet again, we see you don't path correctly. You're burning all this boost, which, it's fine to get, but you need to just be on the center aisle of pennies. That would be, I think, 3, maybe 4 pennies that you would have had if you did that, and then that would put you much higher on the boost, right? You'd be sitting a lot closer, again, near that 80, 70, 80 boost, which is a lot better. But unfortunately, you kind of missed the backboard read here, which, that happens. You can get flustered sometimes. Right. Waited a little bit to actually go in on that ball, but, fortunately it worked out. Good job recognizing that attack from him and instantly contesting. Now this is where I don't really like your positioning, and we see this in overtime. This really kills you, and you actually lose the game because of it. You are sitting here, and I believe if we give a little bit context to the play going back, we see that your teammate is behind you as well, right? So we know your teammate's flipping back, or he should be coming back, right? He's coming back. So we now know he just passed us, he's in goal, right? So your teammate's in goal behind you. So why are you backing up? Don't back up. If your teammate's in goal behind you, right, you need to make sure that you're attacking, right? Um, in doubles, when you're on defense, one person needs to be going for the ball, and one person needs to be, either, sitting in goal waiting, coming out for a pass, looking for whatever option is kind of developing, right? So when you come back here and sit in goal with your teammate, your effective, your effective, you know, map control is 0. This is the absolute worst position that you want to be in, like last stand, not good. But that's not really how this plays panning out. This guy's out of position. This guy just sent it over, right? And he's gonna get a clear. So you need to be moving downfield for a pass of his to actually convert a aggressive offensive play. Um, and this is I don't know exactly why you're positioned out here when you see the pass fail. I think that's another thing here real quick, right? So, okay, you're going back. You need to be, I would say, probably maybe flipping to the center, but this is your buddy's pass failed, and then they were here and they're coming back around there, maybe to corner boost, right? The ball's over here, so I don't I don't really know why you just kind of saunter back around over to like, this half of the field over here. Like doesn't really make any sense. Um at least you're flipping back, but missed a penny, at least got a penny there, good job. Um Buddy messaging me on Steam. Fun. Alright. So let's see. So we're coming back. So we're a little far away. Well, actually, no, your positioning on this is fine, right? Um, I would yet again try to go for that last penny. That would put you really close to 100, where you could do something dangerous at that point. Um, so I'd say maybe waiting a little bit too long. Test, test, test. All right, headset randomly died. Sweet. Um, right, so this one is, I think they should bang this and score it. Yeah, so this is an unfortunate hit here that I think happened, right? Those happen sometimes. What you need to do is you need to recognize where your teammate is. So earlier before here, right? Okay, you bang it. Cool. You take the shot. Unfortunate. Right. You see your teammate back here, right? Very important. So that means you know that your teammate is coming in on this ball, or excuse me, is back to defend, right? So when you see this shot happen, you need to just absolutely 100% trust in your teammate, and you need to go around them here to the back post, okay? Do the back post rotate, make sure you're not getting in their way, let them clear this ball out, right? Unfortunately, he doesn't really get that great of a hit, and it's sitting kind of dead in the water. Now, what you do is you go up the wall and turn away from the play, which puts you dramatically out of position here to where they do a follow-up shot and a goal. Now, if you did that nice, recognizing and trusting in your teammate that he was going to hit it, actually, snaking in and doing a back post, do a quick power slide and turn around, get ready to save it, you would have saved that ball. right? I like that play. I love this right here. These are the plays that I absolutely love. You look like you're coming flying in here, bait out both of them, and then your teammate comes and cleans it up. Oh, those are fun. But good stuff. All right. So cool. You need to be back flipping on this one, man. You're going way too slow, right? You are front flip in goal quickly, right? None of this sauntering around. Oh my goodness. There we go. Good hit. All right, an unfortunate 50. There you go. You need to... Alright, you gotta get these pennies. Alright, cool. You see that comes out, right? You're already looking for this penny. You're looking for this penny. You're looking for this penny. You need to... When this happens, you need to think of having your route along the pennies. Even though you're at... even burning a little bit of boost to get there is fine, right? And I have no idea why you're up on this wall. Why are you here? You either need to, like, you really need to turn downfield along these pennies and be here now. You can't be up on the wall here. It's yeah, sure, it's, you know, it's 0-0 and it's almost overtime, but this, you know, it goes up right here. Look at where your teammate is. Your teammate could very easily hit this ball and have it fly over here, and then if you were actually went along the line of pennies, had a decent 70-80 boost, you put that in the back of the net and you don't even go to overtime. So, you know, play every play out. And I'll tell you what, I've seen more than enough times that I've been up by like 1 point or whatever. It's quite the clock strikes 0 and then we get scored on. Stay in the play, stay engaged until, you know, the play actually falls dead. So talking a lot about your talking a lot about your boost usage, needing to flip. I have been kind of maybe meaning to mention that you should learn half flips because I haven't seen you use a single half flip this game. I will make sure to link you a video explaining that. You know, flipping for speed. Now is in overtime here, I believe your brain just kind of goes super passive and super defensive as you're like really scared about being scored on. But you need to up the aggression and you need to communicate with your teammate and figure out who's on the ball, who's not on the ball, who's back, you know, using little comms like, hey, I'm in goal with, you know, 100 boost, I'm in goal with 30 boost. And you can use that to actually make a lot more informed decisions. You guys just kind of, you know, almost scored on yourself, but, you know, we have prime silver gameplay here. So what, you know, you get lucky with those sometimes. But here we go again. You know, when you're coming back here, what I would recommend from this position is you're going penny into goal, and that's your game plan there. But you have missed all of the pennies and still are sitting at 0 boost. I know you get this side boost or this corner boost, but you know the enemy could have easily have stolen it, and now you're sitting in the corner with 0 boost, which is probably the worst position in the entire game. And you're just you're a mile away from this play. You should be a little bit closer. I'd say like maybe like here. And of course facing backwards. You know you have 100 boost. You can certainly put, you know, run down any shot that this guy's gonna put out. And your teammate goes in for a swipe. Unfortunately not. Very smart of you to actually wave off of that and recognizing that. Here you should be either, moving in close to try to do something with this ball as it comes off, or you're just front flipping to get back to back post. Really one or the other on this one. But, you burn a little bit of boost, it's fine. Stopping behind your teammate. Now, with this, what you're sitting in goal, right? And your teammate's here, but you don't see any enemies here or like here or really anything putting any threat on this ball right now. So that means you should go, you know, you can, grab some pennies, if you want, grab pennies, go mid, set up for a play with your teammate on offense. This is now where you have possession of the ball, right? You need to be up. Unfortunately, he kind of throws away the possession, but still, if you notice that, you would have had more than enough time to turn around, but that's fine. And now that they're actually in this position to contest this, I'm perfectly fine with the idea of sitting in goal. Let your teammate do some work, right? See what he does, and you need to jump on this. Where are you at? Why are you sitting back? Right, you had all that time. That's your ball. And now the offensive play continues. Now this is where y'all start falling apart. Your buddy's back here in defense. If you're on voice comms with this guy, you either need to tell the guy, hey, I'm behind you, hey, I'm behind you, go, 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 right? Have him actually get pressure on the ball, right? Or, like from before earlier, you should have been up on that ball. If you had gone up for that ball that was up on the wall here, and if you missed, your teammate's behind you. Your teammate had your back, right? So it's not really, he could delay enough for you to get back in goal and then you'd be fine. But since you didn't go for it, now you both are sitting in goal and the enemy has prime opportunity to set up a play here. Fortunately, your teammate commits to it, actually puts pressure on and gets you out of kind of that little space, right? Now here, unfortunately, we see your teammate kind of waddle around a little bit, right? When that smack comes out, right, you should be all over this ball, right? And your teammate can go back, or your teammate stays on the ball. One or the other. Again, voice communication, very important, right? Now you guys are both sitting back in goal. One of you needs to go for the ball, right? Okay, now you're, pushing your teammate, but that's fine, right? Okay, you've recognized you have a little bit of a quiet, right? Took your time, hit it over him. Very nice, right? Nice hit, good contest, right? Getting that corner boost, very good, right? Then we turn it back around. They're both sitting back there in the box. Fortunately, not a whole lot of options. Right, good read, good clear. Very nice. You got to stay on that. What are you doing? Just letting them get free hits here. But unfortunately, they kind of mess up. And you put it mid for a good pass to your teammate. Unfortunately, he's not there. I would say, when they're both turned around like that, I'd say you just try to get this shot right here. Because they're both out of the play. They're not saving that, so you just bang one in and you're good. Now, you might have tried to do that and it turned into a pass accidentally, but, that happens. That's okay. Unfortunate that your teammate was positioned behind you instead of, middle. I'd say if you have a teammate, just in general, if you're going up for a ball on the side and you are the teammate that's back, you want to be sitting around the midfield, and that will give you a lot of options just in case it gets, it gets pinched and it goes wide over, you can go for it. If it gets smacked backwards, you can then, turn around. Of course, if it gets passed nicely mid, you're right there. So definitely try to look for those. Just sitting in mid. You steal it from this guy very nicely, but you're kind kind of just sitting around. What are you waiting for, man? Like, it's your ball. Go get it. You could have boosted, pass it to your teammate. Boom, game. Right. But you kind of sit around here, right? And this is maybe where you could have half flipped there and then gotten some pennies. But you just kind of sit here, right? And you're like, all right, well, it's time to go. Yet another great position for a half flip. But you decide to boost, decide to burn all your boost, miss all of these pennies that are here, and even the one back there, and then turn around and goal with 5 boost. Which, if he had put any, gosh, I'd even say upper 50 shot, yeah, like upper 50, upper 60 shot on net, you couldn't have saved it. Um, so that's a dangerous position. Um, you unfortunately misread it here and you get scored on. But I at least know when I'm sitting in goal with you know, 0 boost, it can be very nerve wracking because I know my options are very limited. And then I'll sometimes choke. So grabbing those pennies, not burning boost when you don't have to, utilizing those front flips, you're gonna see your boost be a lot, have a lot more boost all the time. Um, and understanding that it's a very, very important resource to make sure that you manage correctly. Um, but like overall, you had some really great, ideas of, slowing it down, recognizing when you had the ball and you could take your time. Unfortunately, sometimes where you just should have gone for the ball. But I know in doubles it can be very nerve wracking to actually commit to a ball and take challenges and move up, as it's very easy to get scored on. But yeah, you improve on those things. I'll see could definitely see your rank increase.